Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is my collected makeup haul for the month of February. Believe it or not, yes, there is still a YouTuber out there who is still doing a collected makeup haul for the month of February because I had to wait quite some time for stuff to come in, and it kind of only makes sense when I actually can show you something, right? Otherwise, there was a time when I was actually just like showing you one palette. Do you remember this? There was a time. I'm not doing that anymore. You know, now I'm waiting for the stuff and then I'm going to do the haul, and that is what it is. Okay, sweeties, that is what you're getting here today. I have a nice box here of super nice things. Some of them you have seen already here on my channel because I already have reviews up. But beyond that, of course, there are also a couple of new things that I've not featured yet and I'm super excited to show you. All right, beyond that, if you've just found me, I'm Leorah, makeup artist and stylist, living for colorful makeup and colorful styling. When it comes to the makeup, more of the indie world, because that is where my heart beats. So if that is something that you would like to know more about, then definitely please subscribe to my channel, and of course also follow me on my social media, which is linked in the description box down below, so we can be in touch and you can, you know, be connected to me. Yeah. Okay, sweeties, that was very humble. All right, sweetie, I also need to, of course, update you very quickly on how our fundraiser is going, because I'm filming this just a couple of hours before you're seeing this. Now, last Friday, our fundraiser went live to support the Ukraine, and specifically my brother who lives in the Ukraine and works there and is doing relief efforts. If you want to know more about that in detail, I'm going to link a playlist up here. Beyond that, we have reached already 25% of our $5,000 goal. And I just wanted to, like, sweeties, you are amazing. You're amazing, and I thank you so much. Also the sweet messages that you left, and I'm just, you guys are making this whole situation so much better, you know. It's like I see myself smiling when I read those comments, and when I just, you know, see the response. It is just so amazing, and I'm so truly grateful. Thank you so much. And I also told my brother already about it, and they're just, it's beyond what they would have ever thought, you know. So that's amazing. So thank you again. Hugs and blessings and all my love to you. Thank you so much. All right, now let us go in, because it is kind of weird, because I feel so guilty to like really enjoy this, you know, but I still do, you know. Even though there is a lot of bad stuff in the world going on, I'm still also alive. So, you know, so I'm still gonna do what I love, and it kind of also keeps the sanity going, you know. All right, sweeties, so one of them I already showed you because I was holding it up just as an example. So one of the palettes that I received this month, or the last month, of course, was this one. This is the Love Notes palette from Beauty Bay, their latest launch, and this was of course their Valentine's release. I don't know if this is right now still available, because this was supposed to be limited edition. I have not been following this, how it has been going for this palette. I know that it was at some point sold out and then it got restocked. Whatever happened after that, I don't know. So I bought this on launch because I'm kind of collecting those palettes, even though this is probably the softest palette from Beauty Bay that I have. But I really like the performance of this palette, and of course if you want to know more, there is a review up on my channel. This was really nice. The performance was really good, so I have no complaints. This was really nice. Okay, I also have to say that I didn't get around to like sort everything here in my box, so we're probably going to jump back and forth a little bit. It is possible. Okay, another palette that I definitely wanted to show you is this one. This is the Still Pretty palette from September Rose Cosmetics, and this one was the first time that I tried this brand, even though that I have been watching this brand from afar for quite some time. They have a lot of products that I'm very interested in, but this time it was like, okay, so this is the one that I'm going to try. And also this one was super beautiful. It also means a lot to me when I think about what is behind the palette, why it is called Still Pretty, and also of course this, like, the whole vibe is me. Like when you look at my decoration and everything, this is me, you know. So there's also a review up on this one. I will not be able to link all the reviews that I've done on the different products because I can only link, I think, 5 things up here in the cards. So please just check it out on my channel. You'll definitely find it under the reviews in that playlist, or you just go to the search tool and type in the brand or the palette and you'll find it as well. Okay, so that was also really nice. Then let us talk about this one here. Also for this one, I have a review up with several looks. And this is the Hallel palette from Odins Eye Cosmetics in collaboration with Angelica Nyquist. So this is, of course, how she looks. This was the first time that I seriously tried Odins Eye Cosmetics. I have the Elva palette, but I never gave it that much attention because it is a very, very neutral palette. So that's why this was basically my real first impression of the brand of Odins Eye Cosmetics. And of course it is in collaboration with one of my friends, so I was like, yeah, so this is the time that I'm going to definitely check out this brand like in depth, and I did, and I really liked it. Super nice. Of course, for swatches and looks and for everything, go to the related video. I really enjoyed this one, so that was a definite success story for a first impression. All right, then let's also talk about this one. This is Lois Cosmetics, the Meet Me at Midnight palette. I ordered this on launch, and this is how she looks. Also, of this one is a review coming. I have filmed it already. It is coming later on this week, I do believe. Okay, just so you know, it is coming. It is also a very cool palette. I'm not going to say more about it because I want you to watch the review. You're welcome. But just so you know, I have this palette and I've been working with it, and my verdict is coming up shortly. You know, so this is how it looks, and I know a lot of you have gotten yourself this palette because it is very pretty. It's dark and it's pretty, you know, so that is definitely my vibe, and we shall talk about this in a separate video. Then let's maybe talk about the product that I'm actually wearing today, the palette. All right, and that is a brand that I don't think you have seen yet. You have maybe seen it when I featured it in my new makeup releases, because I was speaking about that palette a couple of, I don't know, months or weeks ago, not 100% sure, but that is Beautiful Shelves Cosmetics. And they, after that video, after the new makeup releases, they reached out to me and they said, can we send you something? So they sent me the Creole palette. So this is how she looks. All right, so also for this is a review coming. This is my second look that I've done with the palette, and tomorrow I'm going to film the third one, and then at some point, maybe later this week or next week, there will be a review up for this one. So make sure to come back for this, because I think it is so cool to just get to know new brands that are not being featured everywhere, you know? So that is just what I want to do, and I'm very passionate about this because, you know, as much as I enjoyed, for example, this palette from Beauty Bay, as much as I enjoyed this, I know that like everybody and their dog are reviewing this palette, but nobody is reviewing this palette as far as I know. So I'm going to do this, and you know, one of the looks with that palette. All right, so sweeties, stay tuned for this one, coming most probably beginning of next week. Okay, but if you're subscribed and you have the bell turned on, then you of course will see what I am releasing. All right, sweeties, let us talk about this one. This is Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, the Love Epidemics palette. Okay, so I knew immediately that I wanted this because it is that vibrant and that beautiful, and I have to say that actually one of you reached out to me. Her name is Maria, and she reached out to me and she said, is there any palette that I could make you happy with, that you're looking at right now that you would like? And I was like, that was right before the launch of this one, and I was like, yeah, really, like if you want to like help me out with something, then you know, this would maybe be the one. So, and she did. Thank you so much, dear Maria. This was such a blessing. Of course, I haven't gotten around to working with this yet. This was the Valentine's Day release from Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, and this is how she looks. So I'm super excited about this one as well because the color scheme is fantastic, and I also happen to be a really big fan of the formula. So we shall see if this is going to work magic on my eyes. But that is definitely also one of my next projects. All right, let me just put this back together. And then let us talk about something that is also really cool, and I ordered this the second I saw it, and this is from X&O Cosmetics, and this is the Emerald palette. Have you seen this, sweeties? This is how she looks. And of course also size-wise, this is absolutely my piece of cake, but also color scheme-wise and everything, I think this is so cool. Of course you also have like very light colors. I hope that it comes across on camera. This is all like different shades of yellow basically, and then of course a white, and here you have a very light green, and then of course a whole range of also darker colors and greens, and you know what green does to me, you know, it's like, it's a siren's call. I cannot stop myself when it comes to things like that. So that was definitely something that I just needed to have. Yeah. And yeah, I have tried XNO Cosmetics before and I really like that palette. So I was like, okay, so let's just get that. Okay, then beyond that, the biggest surprise this last month for me was a launch from Juvia's Place, the Culture palette, that I didn't even know it was coming. I hadn't seen a sneak peek, I hadn't seen anything. And then suddenly this one dropped. Of course, there was like a collection around this. I don't have the rest. I only have the palette. I ordered this when I saw it because I was like, big palettes, yes, you know? Because of course Juvia's Place has been coming out with a lot of 6-pan palettes, and as you know, it's not so much my piece of cake, you know? And even if there are like 3 or 4 6-pan palettes, it's not, for me, it's not the same than working with one big palette, you know? So that's of course just a matter of preference, but I definitely prefer this, and I have to say that this one looks beautiful. Just when you also like take it out in the sun, like in natural daylight, and you see how those shimmer shades sparkle, it is absolutely beautiful. So I am super excited to start working with this at some point. Of course, it's all going to take me some time because I don't do first impressions, and I feel it is a waste to just do first impressions and then put it to the side and go on to the next thing. I cannot treat my makeup like this, and I'm also not doing my makeup in order to be the first one to have a video up. I just can't, you know. It is not part of my channel. I want to work with my makeup and I want to go in depth into it, and this is what I'm doing. So everything takes a bit longer, but I think you also then in return get in-depth information, you know, and I think there's also something to be said for that. Okay, sweetie, something else that I should just point out before we go to the next palette is that I've also been investing in a way a little bit into my nails, because maybe you know that I'm trying to teach myself how to do polygel nails. So this is what happened last night, because I just needed this to, I just didn't want to be online. I didn't want to do anything but just be withdrawn in myself and just do something with my hands and just see some results, you know. So that is what I did, and I'm actually getting better. I kind of need to still learn how to have the underside like really properly done. It is getting much better though, and it's the first time in my life that I have pointed nails like this. My husband almost fell off the chair, but yeah. So that is what's happening. Okay, sweeties, beyond that, I also received this palette from Klarity. This is the Bloom palette. You all knew that this is coming because I've said this is a palette that I definitely need to have. I also have the Cobra palette from Klarity, and I love that palette so bad. I really, really like the formula. Big pans is maybe not that much, like I don't necessarily need this because you see the amount of makeup that I'm presenting to you here. Like I don't need big pans, right? But beyond that, I just really, really, really love the formula of Klarity, and the color scheme is fantastic, you know. So this palette got gifted to me by my bestie Sue, because she, every time I reach a new full 1,000 of subscribers on my channel, she gives me a palette. So this one was for 5K. So thank you so much, sweetie, and I'm so going to enjoy this one. I definitely will, because I know Klarity, and Klarity so far hasn't failed me, so that is going to be super exciting. And the looks, just thinking about the color scheme and the looks that are potentially in this is just like, it's like potentially having like a sugar high or something, you know. It's like Okay, talking about sugar, let's talk about Sugar Drizzle, because I actually have a couple of products here from Sugar Drizzle. One of them you have seen already here, because I have a review up for the Butterfly palette. So this was of course the release before the Dragonfly palette. So you have seen of course that already featured here on my channel, and you see the color scheme is just stunning, right? It's just stunning. I have to say though, the Dragonfly Warrior palette, that was the last palette that came out, speaks more to me even, you know, because, and I'm going to show you the second I can get the sleeve off. It's a little bit harder with the nails, you know. So this one, it is completely different. It is just as charming, and like it's so intoxicating in a good way, you know, but because of the super depth, this is even more interesting to me personally, you know. But performance wise, of course, Sugar Drizzle has never disappointed me. I have a couple of palettes from Sugar Drizzle already, and it is a very, very good formula, and just as a brand, super, super exciting. So all of the products that you're seeing here from Sugar Drizzle, and there's one more coming that I'm going to show you, have been gifted to me by my other bestie, and I'm so, so grateful because I'm very blessed. Let's just put it that way. All right, sweeties. And then the other item from Sugar Drizzle is a blush palette, because my bestie knows that I'm very much into face products also, you know, blushes, highlighters, stuff like that. It's just, you know, so she gifted me also this one. This is the I'm Blushing Over You palette, and just look at the shades in this palette. Isn't it so, so pretty? Isn't it though so, so pretty? So I'm so very excited, because usually I'm trying to not use these kinds of products before I have shown you in the makeup haul. So now I can finally start using it, because it is so, so pretty, you know? Yeah, so that is, I'm so, so grateful, you know, because I would not have any of this. The things that I actually bought myself are very, very few, and I'm so grateful, because seriously, I could not do any of this if I wouldn't have you. Yeah, okay, then let's show you something that I actually bought myself, and that is the Cara Confidential palette from Cara Beauty. There is one shade broken. It arrived broken a little bit, so I'm going to be very careful showing you this one. But you have of course seen this palette, and of course this one is super pretty. This came out together with a whole collection. I think there were at least another 2 palettes, but I just chose this one because color scheme wise this is just so up my alley, and this one here is broken, you know, just so that's why I'm holding it very, very carefully. But color scheme wise and also price point wise, it's so good, you know. And I've also tried Cara Beauty already. It is by now, it's like 2 years ago, so I don't know if there has been a formula change, but this is very, very pretty, and back then I really liked the performance. So let's see how it is now. But yeah, so that is that, and I know that a lot of you have gotten yourself these palettes too. Maybe the whole collection, or also just this one. So yeah, all right, then I should also tell you that I ordered a couple of things from Aliexpress. I definitely wanted to have some colorful mascara, so I did order some colorful mascaras. So let me just dig them out. I don't know how to link that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, just go to Aliexpress and punch in colorful mascara, and then you'll get something. Okay, so I think, I don't even know which colors I have. This one is a green one, which is kind of obvious. And then I think there was, I don't know why this packaging is so weird. It should have the color of the mascara already, right? That would be great. But in any case, let's see. So this is a light blue one, kind of a light blue. And let's see how I can open this one with my nails. Handicapped. Okay, so 1 second. And this one is purple. Okay, so we do have a light green, a light blue, and a light purple. All right, so this is what I got myself from Aliexpress. Like I said, I'm not going to link this because I don't know how to. And then there is also a glitter that I bought from Aliexpress, because sometimes when I feel really, really bad, I either order lashes from Aliexpress or glitter. So this time I ordered glitter. So yeah, it's just also random glitter. It's like 6 pan glitter palettes basically, you know, so doesn't matter really, it's nothing, but it's so cute. Okay, then I also actually went ahead and bought myself a new foundation, because maybe you know from my previous videos that one of my glowy foundations from Maybelline, what was it? Maybelline Fit Me? Maybe Maybelline Fit Me foundation that is a little bit more lightweight and a little bit more glowy compared to the Superstay foundation that I usually use. That has been discontinued, at least here in my country. They're not bringing it in anymore, so I had to switch to something else. The whole experience of going and buying a new foundation, I should make a video about this because it was kind of hilarious. I'm going to talk about this in a video, okay? So I'm not going to talk about this now. It was hilarious though. So in any case, I got myself the L'Oreal foundation. What is this called? True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This is in the shade Golden Almond, I do believe. Let me see. Yes, Golden Almond. So this is what I'm basically using here and here. Wherever I don't have melasma, I'm using this foundation, and where I do have my melasma here and here, I'm using still the Superstay foundation from Maybelline, because it is like super opaque, you know? So that I just wanted to point out. Then beyond that, I also got myself some brushes when I ordered the Love Notes palette from Beauty Bay. I also got myself some BH Cosmetics brushes because I just really love the BH Cosmetics brushes. And now that BH Cosmetics is kind of closing down, I'm a little bit worried that they will disappear. I don't know if they're going to rebrand or someone else is going to take over, or I have no idea. Maybe if you know, leave it in the comments so we can talk about it and get some information out. But in any case, as long as they still sell stuff, I'm still going to pick up brushes because I do have certain brushes that I absolutely love from BH Cosmetics. So we do have the Fluffy Crease, we do have the Small Precision, what else do we have? Fluffy Blending, Domed Pencil Brush, and this is a large blending brush. Okay, so again, I haven't taken them out yet because I wanted to, first of all, of course, feature them here, but now I can. So yeah, so that is from BH Cosmetics. And then I also do have a couple of items that I wanted to show you that I actually received from my sweet friend Darcy, who is also the owner of Saints, Angels, Sinners. So first of all, I did receive this here in PR. This is the Funny Butter Makeup and Chill palette, if I can get it out of the sleeve. Alright, so this is how she looks. This is an all duochrome palette, and this is in collaboration with Funny Butter. Okay, so this is how she looks. Of course, also this is going to be featured here on my channel. I hope you can see how pretty this is. Yeah, so that is super exciting. I love this brand. As you know, I'm featuring it here basically like very often, talking about it or showing you or like actually doing makeup with it. So, and of course I also have a lot of looks with these products already up on my social media. Then, because she is just such a kind soul, whenever there is a sale anywhere, she contacts me, Darcy, and asks me, do you have this palette? Do you want something? Is there anything that I can get for you that you cannot get where you live? So she actually gifted me this one. This is the Nostalgia palette from Ace Beauté, and this is also a beautiful palette. And of course, you know that Ace Beauté is also one of my most favorite brands. It also made it into my indie brand favorites or indie palette favorites this year. So this is just stunning, right? So yeah, this is the Nostalgia palette. Super excited to have this one. Thank you so much, Darcy. You're such a blessing. And she also sent me a couple of other things that are not related to her brand, you know, just like random things that she picks up for me, which is such a blessing. For example, she got me a Fenty highlighter. I've never had anything from Fenty. Now I do. So she got me this highlighter, which is called, let me see, this is called Diamond Bomb. And this is how it looks. Wait, where do I open you? Ooh, here. So this looks now super white. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if it is like that. We shall see. But I'm super excited because I have heard so much about this, about the highlighters, and people are raving about it. So super excited to find out what I think about it, you know? And then there's also, I also wanted to show you a, forgot this one. I told you I'm going to jump back and forth a little bit because together with the palette from her own brand, from Saints, Angels, Sinners, she also sent me one more of her lippies. Because, so this is the shade, this is the shade Skin. This is a more neutral shade. And I do have two more. I do have Love and I do have Georgia Peach. And I love those. They're amazing. Just saying. Okay, so this one, of course, I haven't tried yet. But this is definitely more like a nude shade. And that is also really nice because you know that I love nudes on my lips. So this is so cool. And the other two that I have already tried are super nice. Just saying. All right, so that is that. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you is something that I'm super excited about too, and that is something that I have no idea about. This is Moonlit. This is from Moonlit, and this is an eyeshadow primer. And as you know, I am just so up for eyeshadow primers. And look at this component though, for an eyeshadow primer. Like really, right? So, and this is then the doe foot applicator for the primer. And also how they call it, primed for the night. Isn't that so cool? Yeah, so I'm super excited. Have I ever heard of this brand? I doubt it. I don't know. Know nothing about it. So super excited about this one. Then there's also from Badass MF a lip liner, a lip filling lip liner or something like that. So that is also really cool. This is also more of a nude, rosy nude shade kind of. you know. So super grateful for that, because again, it just fits my style and everything. And I was laughing because of the what they wrote here. She's a bad mother. Mother, shut your mouth. I can't even. So yeah, that is of course not how I speak, but that's what I got, you know. Yeah. Okay, and then she also got me some lashes from Simply Posh Cosmetics, which is so cool, because lashes I always need. And what else do we have? We also have a Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara from Rare Beauty, which is also cool because I have never tried Rare Beauty either, and she picked this up for me, so yay. So here you have the component, very classy. And let's just look at the applicator, how that one looks. Yeah, very like normal, I would say, you know, but I've not tried it yet, so let us see how this one performs. And a good mascara is always important, you know. Right now I'm using a mascara from Essence, that is also good. Previously I used one from Revolution, which was less than Essence, I would say, but yeah, so I'm definitely up for trying this. Of course, for me it's more the lower lash line, or the lower lashes, because of course my upper lashes are always covered up, but also there of course I'm wearing mascara. Okay, so in any case, yeah, so that is basically more or less it. She also gifted me this one here, which is so cute, this cutesy makeup bag. And that is what I had to give for today. Sweeties, thank you so much for watching this. I'm so glad that you were here and that we could spend just some happy, chilled makeup time together, so I can also just feel good. Thank you for making me feel good. That is really nice of you, and I so appreciate you being here, you watching, and all of that. It is just amazing. Thank you. Beyond that, of course, as always, you will find the brands that I spoke about in the description box down below, together of course with the makeup of today, with all my discount codes for the different brands. As you have noticed, I have this little pop-up message. If there is a discount code of a brand that I'm speaking about, then I'm putting up this message, so I don't have to remember it while I'm talking. It's just so distracting. So just so you know, that is what is happening. Doesn't mean you have to use it, but it gives you the option to use it if you want to. Beyond that, of course, there are also ways to support my channel, and of course follow me on my social media, because the links are in the description box. Also right now, of course, the link to the Gift Butter fundraiser will always be also in the description box as well, in case you want to enter, and also of course have the chance of winning some super nice indie makeup. And beyond that, just again, I'm so grateful for all your support, for people who are donating through the raffle, for people who are reaching out to me and like gifting me a palette or something like this. It's beyond belief, and I'm so grateful to you, and it is such a blessing. You guys are such a blessing, and I'm so grateful for having such a loving tribe around me. You're really holding my soul right now, seriously, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. All right, beyond that, if you're new here and you've made it so far, then please subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you here on a regular basis. And then of course I'm going to see you here super soon for my next videos, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.